Hello, everyone. Um, this one may go a little bit sideways, so bear with me here. Um, where you're at right now is because you've been accepting your past, you've been looking at it, right? Judgment here. Oh my god. Judgment here is about looking at your past for what it is, right? And the reason that it's the past. Embracing change, you know? Taking our past and seeing what you want to leave and what you want to bring with you, right? This to me kind of feels like an evolution of the Fool card almost. And what's interesting about that is we have the Fool in reverse at the end of the reading here. So I think you're taking a much more measured approach, right, to this new beginning energy, right? You might just be tired of playing the fool, right? You might just be tired of playing the fool, taking the risk, not caring about the consequences, not, touching a hot stove to see if it'll hurt kind of thing, right? You're probably really tired of that. Which is why you are at where you are at right now. And what's really interesting is I did my regular spread. At least I tried to. But the four Judgment came out easily. And then the next four cards dropped out all at once in the reverse, right? And I put them back. I was like, I don't really know why that happened, whatever. And then the exact same four cards dropped out in reverse again while I was shuffling. So, obviously that is what needed to come out, right? I just don't feel like it is to be read as my normal spread. I don't feel that at all. How I've been doing these videos anyway. It feels... This is the main point of this video, right? I think you're very tired. I think you're very tired of getting into this full energy of let me just do it. Let me just go. Let me just try this thing. Let me just let me just throw everything away and start over. Without a care in the world, Drop everything, just take a risk, right? I think you're probably very tired of that type of energy. I think it's led you to offers that hurt you, fake offers, right? People that on the surface presented as very probably very egoic people that kind of sweet talked, showed their best things, put their best foot forward, and then just kind of coasted, right? People that couldn't really live up to what they said that they were, right? I think it's led you to people that came to you acting in a passionate manner, maybe opportunities that, felt passionate, that felt right. But then you come to learn that they're not, right? with the Fool energy, right? Well, if it was like this, with the Fool energy, dropping everything and starting fresh, right? Where you're this kind of like blank canvas, right? You're falling into that. You're like, this is a new beginning. I'm leaving things behind. I'm starting over, right? I'm taking just a little bit with me and I'm going forward, right? That's not what this is. This energy is acknowledging your past. It's not leaving it all behind. It's not trying to ignore it. It's not trying to say it doesn't matter, right? Which, yes and no. I would say personally how I see it, the past is very important. It makes us who we are, right? And our choices of what we did within our past, the choices of how we reacted to things and how we moved forward and what we learned from it, right? That makes us who we are. Every step that we take and the direction we walk in culminates. Is that the right word? Culminates? Maybe, I don't know. Culminates into who we are, right? All these actions that we take, all these steps that we take, all these things that we heal from or choose not to heal from, or whatever, right? Judgment is very much about fearlessness, right? It's I think the Fool energy is, there's a reason why it's called the Fool, right? It's brave, but it's brave in a way of ignorance, right? It's brave in a way of ignoring, right? It's brave in a way of recklessness, which sometimes is what is necessary, right? Walking completely into the unknown, into a new adventure, where you really can't know what's going to happen or even think about what's going to happen or whatever. But that's not where you are, and you're realizing you don't have to do that right now. You don't have to do that anymore, right? You can instead very methodically and logically think about where you've been, how you got here, what you're grateful for, what you wish didn't happen but did happen anyway, and what you learned from it. And you can take that forward. 808. You can take that forward and really create something for yourself, right? Like, this is a new day, new beginnings type of energy, but it's one where you still feel like you have control, right? You deserve a new beginning, right? It's not just happening. You deserve it, and you have control over it, right? This Fool energy offers that seemed like they might align, right? These are both similar, right? Similar feelings from these both for me, right? Kind of fake energies, right? Offers that weren't for you, offers that fed other people's egos when you said yes, right? When you said yes, it fed other people's egos. When you said yes, it fed other people's egos. And you're realizing you're done caring about other people's egos. You're done caring about your own ego, right? You've kind of moved past that. And the Lovers in reverse, too. I think that's a really interesting one. And I got a couple I got a couple hits with it there. I think you're giving up the idea that you know who you are completely. That you know everything there that you need to know about yourself. I think you're giving up this idea that even that you need to, right? You might be a person with a lot of depth. I would guess with this coming out and as the main focus part of the reading, you've had a past. Okay. You've had a big past. You've been through a lot. You've had a lot happen, right? There's a lot that you've had to move through and process and accept, and you've had to charge onward anyway, right? And I think you're coming to this place where you think you're realizing maybe you don't have everything figured out. You know, you're getting into this more humble energy of saying, yeah, I know a lot. Yeah, I've been through a lot. I've done a lot. I've healed a lot. I've looked at a lot. I've helped myself through a lot, but maybe I can't do it all myself. You know? Maybe I can't do it all myself. Maybe I can't, maybe I haven't done it all myself. Maybe there are things I can't do all on my own. Maybe there's things I've failed at doing on my own, right? And I need help. And I need help, but I need help from the right things, right? I can't accept these anymore, right? And I need to stand in myself and pick that, right? To not go back to this, right? I have to choose not to go back to this, no matter how easy these things might be to get, right? It's really easy to get fake people to like you. It is really easy. It's really easy to get fake people to like you, superficial people to like you. It's a very easy thing to do, and it's very easy to surround yourself with those types of people, right? And kind of feed off of that energy and say, oh, I have all these people around me, that means I'm successful, right? When really, you don't like them. You don't like these people. You're not passionate about them. You don't want to know more about them. You don't want to get to know them. They're just there. They're just a token, right? For your ego, and you're a token for theirs, right? And it's very much the kind of society we live in right now, especially around social media, right? Like people's personal accounts that just have like 500 mutual followers, and it's like, you don't know these people. Like, you don't talk to these people. You don't want to talk to these people. But they're there, and that big number makes you feel good. It's one of those things where I don't judge for that. It's kind of funny. The card here is judgment, right? But what judgment is about is judgment of yourself, right? Judgment is about judgment of yourself and your journey and what you've been through and what you want, right? Do you want this? Then you can choose it, right? You can choose to have this. It's probably the easier choice. Probably the easier choice. But once you get to a certain point, you just get so tired of it. You know, I don't know who needed to hear this message, right? I don't know who needed that, but with this being the focal point, I think they really want you to be here, right? I think you're very tired of these things, and I think you're at a point where you have the choice, right? You have the choice, and yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. I go leave this one here. I hope this helped you, and see you in the next one.